Now we are in the middle of Jerusalem ministry. Paul, now he was in the city of Jerusalem.
अहिले हामी यरुशलेमको सेवकाईको बीचतिर आइपुगेका छौं अनि पावल अहिले यरुशलेममा छन्.
In the previous lecture, the chief commander, Roman commander, had discovered Paul was a born Roman citizen.
अघिल्लो पाठमा हामीले हेरेका थियौं कि रोमी सेनापतिले पावल जन्मसिद्ध रोमी नागरिक भएको कुरा थाहा पाएका थिए.
Because of that, he was very afraid of Paul. And this man, chief commander, who obtained the Roman citizenship by money. Okay? But now, Paul is born Roman citizen, which is much higher.
त्यो कुराले रोमी सेनापति डराएका थिए किनकि रोमी सेनापतिले रोमी नागरिकता पैसा दिएर किनेका थिए, तर पावलको जन्मसिद्ध नागरिकता थियो जुन चाहिँ अझ बढी शक्तिशाली थियो.
After Paul said, I was born a citizen, so I am a true Roman citizen, the chief commander was afraid. We have studied that in the previous lecture.
यसरी पावलले म जन्मैले रोमी नागरिक हुँ भनेको सुनेर रोमी सेनापति डराए, जुन कुरा हामीले अघिल्लो पाठमा सिकेका थियौं.
The next day, the chief commander released Paul. He was afraid of released Paul. So now Paul is out of the Roman camp.
त्यसको भोलिपल्ट रोमी सेनापतिले पावललाई छोडिदिए अनि पावल अब सिपाहीको क्याम्पबाट बाहिर आए.
He now went back to here in city of Jerusalem.
त्यसपछि उनी यरुशलेम शहरमा गए.
Then this chief commander was demanding his soldiers and Paul that let this man stand before the Sanhedrin.
अनि ती सेनापतिले पावल महासभाको सामु उभि हुन् भन्ने प्रस्ताव राखे.
Then you would ask, Pastor Hwang, what is Sanhedrin?
अब तपाईहरु यो महासभा भनेको के हो भनी सोध्नुहुन्छ होला.
Sanhedrin is like a parliament, okay? A decision-making top authoritative organization. Okay, parliament consists of around 70 to 72 members.
यो महासभा भनेको चाहिँ 70 देखि 72 जना जति सदस्य भएको यहुदी निर्णायक परिषद हो जुन अहिलेको प्रतिनिधि सभा जस्तै हो.
Majority members are Pharisees.
यो सभाका अधिकांश सदस्यहरू फरिसीहरू थिए.
Okay, then not only Pharisees, there are Jewish 4 major sects.
फरिसीहरू मात्र नभएर यहुदीहरूका मुख्य 4 धार्मिक समूहहरू त्यसमा पर्थे.
Before the birth of Jesus, around 200 years before, okay, 200 years before time, in Jewish community had 4 so-called religious groups believing in Judaism.
प्रभु येशूको जन्मभन्दा करिब 200 वर्ष अघि यहुदी धर्म मान्नेहरूमा 4 वटा समूहहरू थिए.
Kind of 4 different denominations.
अर्को अर्थमा भन्नुपर्दा यहुदी धर्मभित्र 4 वटा सम्प्रदाय थिए भन्दा पनि हुन्छ होला.
Largest group within that Jewish sect, that is Pharisees. Okay, Pharisees, which is very well known to all of us. The Pharisees, their theological position is this: they are conservative.
तिनीहरू मध्ये सबैभन्दा ठूलो समूह चाहिँ फरिसीहरू थिए जो चाहिँ कट्टरपन्थीहरू थिए.
Within the Pharisees groups, more fundamental groups, more strong conservative people. Okay, just the left. They left Pharisees and formed their own denomination. Okay, it's called SNS.
फरिसीहरूभित्र पनि अझ धेरै कट्टरपन्थी समूह थिए जसले पछि आफ्नै झुण्ड बनाए जो चाहिँ एसएनएसहरू हुन्.
So they are minority, small numbers, but very strong, say conservative.
तिनीहरू संख्यामा थोरै तर विश्वासमा धेरै कट्टर समूह थिए.
There is a opposite people, okay, in terms of that theological position. Call it Sadducees. Sadducees, they are very liberal people.
फेरि अर्कोतर्फ त्यसको ठ्याक्कै उल्टो विश्वास बोक्ने समूह थियो जो सदुकीहरू हुन् जो चाहिँ एकदमै उदारवादी थिए.
They are almost like secular people, although they believe in Judaism, but very much the same lifestyle and their understanding like secular people.
तिनीहरू यहुदी धर्म मान्नेहरू भए तापनि सांसारिक मानिसहरू जस्तै सोचाइ र जीवनशैली हुन्थ्यो.
So the largest group is Pharisees. Second largest is Sadducees. Okay? And SNS. And there is another group, a zealot.
यसरी सबैभन्दा ठुलो समूह फरिसीहरू, दोस्रो सदुकीहरू, तेस्रो एसएनएसहरू अनि चौथो समूह चाहिँ जिलत समूह थियो.
The zealot, they are nationalist. See, they interpret Judaism as focusing on loving Israel.
यी जिलतहरू चाहिँ राष्ट्रवादीहरू थिए जसले ईश्वर शास्त्रलाई इजरायल देशसँग केन्द्रित भएर अर्थ लगाउने गर्थे.
In other words, God is the only God for Israel, and we are the only chosen people. If anyone denies existence of nation of Israel, then they are enemy of God.
उनीहरू चाहिँ परमेश्वर यहुदीहरूका मात्र परमेश्वर हुनुहुन्छ, इजरायल मात्र उहाँको चुनिएको देश हो, अनि यदि कसैले इजरायलको विरोध गर्छ भने त्यो परमेश्वरको शत्रु हो भन्थे.
We have to destroy Roman Empire. So that Roman Empire is a devil empire, satanic empire.
उनीहरू चाहिँ रोमी साम्राज्य इजरायल देशको शत्रु र शैतानको शासक हो र हामीले यसलाई नष्ट गर्नुपर्छ भनी मान्थे.
So they are the one, have you heard the name Masada? Masada, you write down you Google it later, Masada, Masada. They are the one who took revolt against Roman Empire. Because of that, Roman General Titus destroyed the nation and destroyed the Jerusalem temple in AD 70.
यिनीहरूले नै मासादा भन्ने समूह बनाएर रोमी साम्राज्यको विरोध गरे अनि रोमी सम्राट तीतसले इजरायल देश र यरुशलेम मन्दिरलाई सन् 70 मा ध्वस्त पारे.
Here, these Pharisees, Sadducees, and SNS, they took a different position toward Roman Empire. They accepted Roman Empire as they are, but therefore they were not against the existence of Roman Empire. But only group, went against is what? Zealots.
ती चार समूहहरूमध्ये फरिसी, सदुकी अनि एसएनएसले चाहिँ रोमी साम्राज्यलाई स्वीकार गर्थे, तर जिलतहरूले चाहिँ यसको खुबै विरोध र खेदो गर्थे.
All these four sects leaders were inside of that Sanhedrin, along with high priest. Most of the high priest belonged to Pharisees.
यो महासभामा यी चार समूहका मानिसहरू हुन्थे अनि उनीहरूसँगै प्रधान पुजारीहरू पनि हुन्थे, तर पुजारीहरू प्राय सबै नै फरिसी समूहका हुन्थे।
And also scribes. Scribes means that they are scholars.
त्यति मात्र नभएर शास्त्रीहरू पनि यो महासभाका सदस्यहरू हुन्थे।
Okay. So these people, Sanhedrins, is the place where major decisions should be made. Therefore, before the eyes of Paul, it was very important that he should deliver message on Jesus and his resurrection. Okay? There was a God's design to Paul to stand before the Sanhedrin.
यो महासभा चाहिँ हरेक निर्णय गर्ने आधिकारिक सभा थियो, त्यसैले पावलले तिनीहरूको अघि उभिएर आफ्नो गवाही दिनु र प्रभु येशूको बारेमा प्रचार गर्नु परमेश्वरको योजना नै थियो।
They were all witnesses because they saw Jesus' death and they saw his resurrection in the city of Jerusalem.
पावलले उनीहरूको सामु उभिएर प्रभु येशूको मृत्यु र पुनरुत्थानको गवाही दिने थिए, किनकि तिनीहरू सबै नै यरुशलेम शहरमा प्रभु येशूको पुनरुत्थानको साक्षी थिए।
So Paul stood before them delivering message. Now, commander-in-chief, Roman commander-in-chief gave him that authority. So God uses that.
रोमी सेनापतिले पावललाई महासभाको अघि उभिएर आफ्नो बारेमा सफाई दिने अवसर दिए, जुन सेनापतिलाई परमेश्वरले प्रयोग गर्नुभएको हो।
Because within the Sanhedrin, there are some hidden, God's chosen children of God hidden inside of Sanhedrin.
किनकि त्यो महासभाको सदस्यहरूमध्ये कति जहाँ परमेश्वरका चुनिएका मानिसहरू लुकेर रहेका थिए।
Remember, even before that, when Jesus' time, the Sanhedrin member, at least the two Sanhedrin members, recorded in the Bible during the time of Jesus. Nicodemus, there's a Sanhedrin member. And second Sanhedrin member, Joseph Arimathea.
प्रभु येशूको समयमा उहाँलाई पछ्याउने र विश्वास गर्ने दुईजना महासभाका सदस्यहरू थिए, एकजना निकोदेमस र अर्को चाहिँ अरिमाथियाका योसेफ।
So Joseph Arimathea gave his tomb site for Jesus.
अरिमाथियाका योसेफले प्रभुलाई राख्नको निम्ति आफ्नो चिहान दिएका थिए।
That commander-in-chief allowed Paul stand before Sanhedrin. Okay. Now it was a good opportunity for Paul to deliver a message. Okay. It was a major Jerusalem ministry in the hope that some of the chosen God's people for Christianity, will accept Jesus out of the Paul's preachings.
जसै सेनापतिले पावललाई त्यो महासभाको सामु उभिने अवसर दिए, त्यो चाहिँ पावलको यरुशलेमको सेवकाईको मुख्य भाग थियो, किनकि त्यो ठुलो महासभामा पावलको प्रचारद्वारा केही मानिसहरूले प्रभुमा विश्वास गर्ने थिए।
So now here is Paul's preachings right here. My brothers, I have fulfilled my duty to God in all good conscience, out of my deep conscience to this day.
पावलले महासभाको सामु उभिएर भने, मेरा भाइहरू हो, आजको दिनसम्म परमेश्वरको दृष्टिमा मैले शुद्ध विवेकले जीवन बिताएको छु।
High priest Ananias ordered he would strike his mouth.
यस कुरामा प्रधान पुजारी हनानियाले तिनको छेउमा उभिनेहरूलाई पावलको मुखमा हिर्काउने आदेश दिए।
And Paul said this, he was very brave man. God will strike your mouth.
अनि पावलले भने परमेश्वरले पनि तिमीलाई प्रहार गर्नुहुनेछ।
They were all mad. They were mad at Paul.
तिनीहरू सबै पावलसँग क्रोधित भए।
At the time, the Holy Spirit inspired Paul. That Paul, you better say this. Jesus died on the cross and he resurrected. And also, we will resurrect. That issue, that was a very important issue, resurrection issue. That triggered Pharisees' mind toward in favor of Paul's.
त्यो समयमा पवित्र आत्माले पावललाई प्रेरणा दिनुभयो अनि पावललाई प्रभु येशूको पुनरुत्थान र हाम्रो पनि पछि पुनरुत्थान हुनेछ भनी घोषणा गर्न भन्नुभयो, जुन कुराले फरिसीहरू पावलको पक्षमा हुने थिए।
Because the major differences between Pharisees and Sadducees is believing resurrection issue.
किनकि यी मुख्य दुई समूह फरिसी र सदुकीहरूको बीचको विवाद नै पुनरुत्थानको विषयमा हुन्थ्यो।
Pharisees believes resurrection is true. Okay? We all die and resurrect. That's the Pharisees' belief. At the same time, Sadducees, the liberal people, they deny the resurrection.
फरिसीहरू पुनरुत्थानमा विश्वास गर्थे तर सदुकीहरू विश्वास गर्दैन थिए।
Because of this, they had always heavy fighting. Okay? They could not get along well because of that resurrection theology. Knowing the fact that Jesus asked Paul, you better raise up this resurrection issue.
तिनीहरूको जहिले पनि यही पुनरुत्थानको विषयमा विवाद हुने गर्थ्यो अनि प्रभु येशूले पावललाई चाहिँ पुनरुत्थानको विषय उठाउने बुद्धि दिनुभयो।
So Paul said, hey, I believe in resurrection. I am a Pharisee and also I am a Christian. Jesus died and he resurrected. Okay? Then the Pharisees said, wow, we believe in resurrection.
अनि पावलले भने म त एक फरिसी हुँ अनि ईसाई पनि हुँ। हाम्रो प्रभु येशू पुनरुत्थान हुनुभयो भनी मैले भनेको हुँ। अनि सबै फरिसीहरूले भने ओ हामी पनि पुनरुत्थानमाथि विश्वास गर्छौं।
At that moment, Sadducees were raised up, okay, against Paul, and even Pharisees. There were big fighting, okay, over that issue in the Sanhedrin.
त्यो कुरा सुनेर सदुकीहरू पावलको विरुद्धमा खडा भए अनि उनीहरू फरिसीहरूको विरुद्धमा पनि कराउन लागे। त्यसैले तिनीहरूको बीचमा यो विषयलाई लिएर महासभामै झगडा हुन थाल्यो।
Sadducees hated Paul, but Pharisees were in favor of Paul because of that issue.
त्यो कारणले सदुकीहरूले पावललाई घृणा गरे तर फरिसीहरूले पावलको पक्ष लिए।
And Paul continued said, listen, I am the son of a Pharisee. My father was a Pharisee. Okay? And I believe resurrection as you do. Because of this, Paul gained the Pharisees people and lost who? Sadducees.
त्यहाँ पावलले भनेका थिए कि म त फरिसीको छोरो हुँ अनि म मृतकहरूको पुनरुत्थान हुन्छ भन्ने विश्वास गर्दछु। यो कुराले पावलले सदुकीहरूको साथ पाएनन् तर फरिसीहरूको साथ पाए।
Not only Pharisees believing in resurrection, scribes also believed in resurrection. Okay? As a result, Paul gained Pharisees and scribes, okay, on his side.
फरिसीहरू मात्र होइन तर शास्त्रीहरूले पनि पुनरुत्थानमाथि विश्वास गर्थे। त्यसैले पावलले फरिसीहरू र शास्त्रीहरूको साथ पाए।
Scribes declared that, okay, in the Sanhedrin said, Paul is innocent.
त्यसपछि त्यो महासभामा शास्त्रीहरूले पावल निर्दोष छन् भनी घोषणा गरे।
So the top commander, okay, that's good. He took Paul and back to his barrack, his military camp, because he realized that these Sadducees would come and kill Paul.
त्यसपछि सेनापतिले पावललाई फेरि ब्यारेकमा लाने हुकुम दिए किनकि सदुकीहरूले पावललाई मार्लान् भनी उनी डराए।
The following night means what? Following the day of that Sanhedrin sermon, okay? Jesus appeared to Paul.
त्यसको अर्को रात प्रभु येशू पावल कहाँ देखा पर्नुभयो।
Jesus said this, take courage, don't be afraid. as you have testified about me in Jerusalem in Sanhedrin yesterday, okay, so you will testify me in where? Rome.
प्रभु येशूले पावलको नजिक उभिएर भन्नुभयो, साहस गर पावल, किनकि जसरी तिमीले यरुशलेममा मेरो विषयमा गवाही दियौ त्यसरी तिमीले रोममा पनि गवाही दिनुपर्छ।
On the way to Rome, you will be experiencing all kinds of death, experience. But don't worry, you will not die, okay? Because you have to go. You have to travel all the way to Rome here.
प्रभुले भन्नुभएको कुरा यो थियो कि तिमीले बाटोमा धेरै प्रकारका मृत्युका खतराहरूको सामना गर्नुपर्नेछ, तर नडराऊ, किनकि तिमीले रोममा गएर मेरो गवाही दिनुपर्ने भएकोले तिमीलाई बाटोमा केही हानि हुने छैन।
So the next morning, all of a sudden, 40 Jewish people gathered. They made a plot to kill Paul.
त्यसको भोलिपल्ट 40 जना यहुदीहरूले पावललाई मार्ने षड्यन्त्र गरे।
Paul's sister's son in Jerusalem, he was there among the 40 Jews, heard about their plot to kill.
पावलको भान्जाले ती 40 जना यहुदीहरूको पावललाई मार्ने षड्यन्त्रको बारेमा थाहा पाए।
The way to kill is this. We will ask commander-in-chief, okay, you will ask commander-in-chief and just release him, then we will kill him. So that message was heard by Paul's nephew. So Paul's nephew, upon hearing that, went to his uncle, Paul. Uncle, the 40 guys now is planning to kill you in this way.
उनीहरूको षड्यन्त्र यस्तो थियो कि हामी सेनापतिलाई पावललाई छोडिदिनु भन्ने छौं र बाटोमा उसलाई मार्ने छौं। जुन कुरा पावलका भान्जाले सुने र गएर पावललाई सुनाइदिए।
Paul said, "Don't tell me. You tell this to commander-in-chief."
पावलले आफ्नो भान्जालाई यो कुरा सेनापतिलाई गएर सुनाउन भने।
So Roman commander-in-chief, okay, decided to send Paul not in Jerusalem, from Jerusalem to where? To Caesarea. Okay, because he knew that, he recognized that no more Paul in Jerusalem, he will be killed.
अनि सेनापतिले पावललाई यरुशलेम नभएर कैसरियामा पठाउने निर्णय गरे, किनकि पावल यरुशलेम गए भने उनी मारिनेछन् भनी उनलाई थाहा थियो।
Commander-in-chief already realized that Paul is innocent, no sin. Okay, then that means that he has to save Paul.
यी सेनापतिले अघि नै थाहा पाइसके कि पावल निर्दोष छन्, त्यसैले उनले पावललाई बचाउनु पर्ने थियो।
Paul said to commander-in-chief, asking him that, Let me go to, send me to Rome before Emperor Caesar. So Caesar will declare that I am innocent.
अनि पावलले पनि सेनापतिलाई यसो भनेका थिए कि मलाई रोममा कैसर कहाँ पठाउनुहोस्, किनकि कैसरले मलाई निर्दोष घोषणा गर्नेछन्।
So this man, commander-in-chief, he ordered centurion officer to carry Paul from Jerusalem. It's a military protection. Okay, with the military protection, Paul was carried to Caesarea, which is where that's the headquarters of a Roman soldier.
त्यसैले सेनापतिले कप्तानलाई आदेश दिएर रोमी सेनाहरूको सुरक्षाको साथ पावललाई कैसरियामा पठाए, जहाँ रोमी सिपाहीहरूको मुख्य कार्यालय थियो।
Governor Felix settled in the city.
त्यति मात्र नभएर त्यो कैसरियामा शासक फेलिक्स पनि बस्दथे।
In the southern part of Israel, Okay, this Governor Felix was in control. He controls over southern part, including Jerusalem.
यी फेलिक्स चाहिँ दक्षिणी इजरायलका शासक थिए अनि यरुशलेम पनि उनको अधीनमा थियो.
Okay, so it was God's design. Governor Felix ought to protect Paul and ought to listen to the gospel of Jesus and his resurrection.
यो परमेश्वरको योजना थियो कि यी शासक फेलिक्सले पावलको सुरक्षा गर्नु र प्रभु येशूको पुनरुत्थानको सुसमाचार सुन्नुपर्ने थियो.
So now you can see the purpose of God sending Paul to Jerusalem was to evangelize some high-ranking, people among the Jewish, plus high-ranking Roman soldiers, commander-in-chief and centurions and other soldiers.
यहाँ देख्नुहुन्छ परमेश्वरले पावललाई यरुशलेम पठाउनु भएको कारण जहाँ पावलले उच्च ओहदाका यहुदीहरू र रोमी सिपाहीहरूलाई प्रभुको सुसमाचार प्रचार गर्नुपर्ने थियो.
Lecture 5, I say, completion Jerusalem ministry.
यसरी यो अध्याय 5 मा पावलको यरुशलेमको सेवकाई पूरा हुन्छ.
May God bless all of you. Amen.
परमेश्वरले तपाईहरू सबैलाई आशिष दिनुभएको होस्. आमेन.